Continue reading from Caitanya Caritamrita, Adi-Lila. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So we are on chapter 4, text 36-37. Evanchayaiche Krishna prakatya karana asura samhara anusanga prayojana. Mata Chaitanya Krishna purna bhagavan yuga dharma pravartana nahetan rakam. Just as these desires are the fundamental reason for Krishna's appearance, whereas destroying the demons is only an incidental necessity, so for Sri Krishna Chaitanya, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, promulgating the Dharma of the age is incidental. So Krishna came, Krishna says that he comes to Yuga to annihilate the demons and to reestablish the religious principles. But his Vishnu feature can do that. He does not need to come himself personally. He personally doesn't need to come to do it. Shirodakshay Vishnu is the one who's maintaining the affairs of this universe. He can come and he can do it. But what happened was at that time, 5,000 years ago, it was time for Lord Vishnu to incarnate. And also Krishna wanted to show this Raj Lila to us, the pastimes of Vrindavan. He wanted to show the people that there is this loving exchange. So that's the reason Krishna came himself, Swayam Bhagavan. Swayam Bhagavan, Krishna, Shyam Sundar Krishna, Govinda, he came himself. And by the way, so by one thing, he did both the activities. And always the demons were killed by his Vasudev aspect. The Vasudev Krishna aspect was always killing the demons, but his Shyam Sundar aspect is always with the loving relationships with the devotees. So now, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, promulgating the Dharma of this age is incidental, the same thing. Lord Chaitanya came 500 years ago to, for what the external reason is? To give us the Yuga Dharma. What is the Yuga Dharma? Harinam Sankirtan. Harinam Sankirtan is the Yuga Dharma. It's said in all the Shastras. All the revealed Shastras have written this. That Kali Yuga Dharma Harinam Sankirtan. Yeah, there's a verse. I can't remember the verse now. But anyway, the Shastras have this. So then Kona Karne Yabe Haila Avatare Mana Yuga Dharma Kala Haile Sa Kale Milana. When the Lord desired to appear for another reason, the time for promulgating the religion of the age also arose. So now it was time to establish the Yuga Dharma, and Krishna had his personal desire. What was his personal desire? He wanted to feel what does a devotee feel. He wanted to feel the love that devotee feels when a devotee is looking at Krishna, when the devotee is thinking of the beautiful qualities, amazing qualities of Krishna. He couldn't understand that. The happiness that the devotee is feeling by serving him. He couldn't understand, and he wanted to understand. So then now and it was time to establish the Yuga Dharma. So he's come personally yet again 500 years ago. Dui hetu avatari lana bhaktagana apane ashvade prema nama sankirtana. Thus, with two intentions, the Lord appeared with his devotees and tasted the nectar of prema with the congregational chanting of the holy name. He wanted to taste what the devotee is tasting. Imagine, just imagine, he's God. Krishna is God, yet what an arrangement he has made that my devotees can feel more pleasure than I can feel. Oh, can we imagine? Can any one of us say, oh, that if we are the boss, we are going to give more facility to our employees? No way, we'll say, I'm the boss, I deserve the best. Why should you have more than me? That's our material consciousness. No, I deserve the best. Krishna, he is the best, but he's giving the best feeling to his devotee. And then he has to take the form of a devotee to feel what the devotee is feeling. Se dware achandale kirtana sanchare nama prema mala ganti paraila samsare. Thus he spreads kirtan even among the untouchables. He wove a wreath of the holy name and prema with which he garlanded the entire material world. What a nice analogy. He spread kirtan even among the untouchables. He didn't, because Vedas, the Vedic study was first only limited to the Brahmanas. Before Lord Chaitanya came, only the Brahmanas were studying the Vedas. No, nobody else was given that authority. Then, but what? He's giving this Harinam Sankirtan to everyone. Everyone sing and dance the holy name. Everyone get this love of Krishna. There is no restriction. So he wove a wreath of the holy name and prema with which he garlanded the entire material world. So the entire material world has this garland of the holy name, which is woven personally by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, just start reading this. E Mata Bhakta Bhava Kari Angikar Apani Achari Bhakti Karila Prachar. In this way, assuming the sentiment of a devotee, he preached devotional service while practicing it himself. So Krishna wanted to practice devotional service himself. We say, why shall we do devotional service? But here Krishna came especially to engage in devotional service. He preached it and he practiced it. He assumed the sentiment of a devotee. He wants to feel what a devotee is feeling. When Rupa Goswami met Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Prayag, Allahabad, he offered his respectful obeisances by submitting that Lord Chaitanya was more magnanimous than any other avatar of Krishna. Why? What is Rupa Goswami? Rupa Goswami is one of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. He met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Prayag, Allahabad. And then what is he saying? He offered him respectful obeisances. Then what is Rupa Goswami telling Lord Chaitanya? You are more magnanimous than any other avatar of Krishna. Why? Because he is distributing love of Krishna. In no other avatar did Krishna give this love for himself. Even when he came as himself and he spoke the Bhagavad Gita, he did not openly give his love to anyone. No, he just said, surrender unto me. 5,000 years ago, he said, Bhagavad Gita, he spoke Bhagavad Gita, essence Bhagavad Gita, surrender unto me. But he didn't give his love. But he came 500 years ago. He came, the same Krishna came as Lord Chaitanya 500 years ago, giving love for Krishna, which is the highest treasure that anyone can have. We are always thinking our assets, our properties, our bank balances, our stock positions, our jewelry, or our assets, or our cars, or whatever possessions we have. We think that that is our treasure, that is the greatest treasure. But the greatest treasure is love of Krishna. Krishna Prema is the highest treasure. And that is what we can get in this human form of life, only in this human form of life. So his mission was to enhance love of Godhead. In the human form of life, the highest achievement is to attain the platform of love of Godhead. That's the highest achievement. We make so many goals in life. We engage so much of our time and energy in making so many goals, so many desires. But the highest achievement is to attain platform of love of Godhead. Lord Chaitanya did not invent a system of religion as people sometimes assume. Religious symptoms are meant to show the existence of God, who is then generally approached as the cosmic order supplier. But Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's transcendental mission is to distribute love of Godhead to everyone. Anyone who accepts God as the Supreme can take to the process of chanting Hare Krishna and become a lover of God. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya is the most magnanimous. This munificent broadcasting of devotional service is possible only for Krishna himself. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya is Krishna. So it's the same Krishna. He wanted to give us his own love. He's telling us how we can also have this reciprocation with him, how the Brajvasis have. So he came as Lord Chaitanya, saying, take Krishna Prema. And how? Just chant Hare Krishna. Just chant Hare Krishna and become a lover of God. That's why he's called the most munificent. Mahavadanyaya. Namo Mahavadanyaya. Lord Srila Rupa Goswami says, most munificent. So, any comments or any questions or anything to add?
So merciful.
Very merciful. This is Krishna's heart. You know, he thinks of so many ways to bring us back to him, to revive our love with him, to revive our relationship with him. He is very, very loving. He's very loving. You know, it's just that we don't want to be with him. We want to forget him. We want his things. You know, we want his things. We want this material world, but we don't want Krishna. It's like, I always many times think of that. You know, Duryodhan chooses Krishna's army. Arjun chooses Krishna. You know, what are we choosing? We always have this choice. What are we choosing? Am I being a Duryodhan? Am I being Krishna? Like, Krishna is the most loving person. He's a supreme person. And that's why he's so merciful. That's why he's so compassionate, because of this love that he has for each of us. Each and every one of us he loves. No matter what we do, no matter what we do, he loves us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Shri Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.